Hello everyone, I'm Strife, and today I will showcase to you our run of Ereban Shadow Legacy. Ereban is a fairly new game that came out in 2024, like the 11th of April, I think. And it's a spiritual successor to Origami. It's also a very good tribute to old stealth games. It plays around a lot with shadows and lights. We'll see throughout the run. The timing starts when we skip the first cutscene. So
Please remain
three,
seated for
two,
the duration
one.
of our
Let's go.
I always wondered what was inside this place. It's magnificent.
We play Ayana.
Impressive.
Ayana is this cutie right there, and she is the last of the Ereban. The Ereban are shadow people that can like blend with the shadows and become one with shadows. It's a really cool ability that we will use all the time. And right now, Ayana is visiting Helios,
Altruistic.
which is like the
Right.
biggest
That's why you need all the
biggest
security.
corporation in the solar system, because they sent her an offer. They want to give her a job, and you know she's passing like her interview basically. So here we're gonna have a first instance of shadow merging. We are gonna merge into the shadows at a specific time in their voice line, which will skip a part of the voice line, which saves around a second. The fastest movement is sprint hopping, which is what I'm doing right now. So just sprinting and jumping all the
What
time.
is this telling you? You clearly know what
Equally
my people are
fast, but more restrictive, is this, which is shadow dashing. Shadow dashing is really fast, but it has a cooldown because it uses your shadow energy. And we use shadow energy for everything, so we cannot chain shadow dashes everywhere compared to just running and, you know, jumping.
Please head to the level above.
Just gonna wait a second. There's a skip here, but I don't know, it's not consistent for me, so I'm not gonna do it right here. It saves around 2 seconds. Yeah. This is just a tutorial, so we are just going as fast as possible through it.
It's like you built this weapon to target me.
Yeah, so Ayana is realizing that Helios might be not really on the up and up, might be very shady. They control like the entire power of the system,
Where are they?
and they seem to be responsible, at least partially, for the disappearance maybe of the Ereban, because as the last of the Ereban,
Where have all the workers
Ayana has never seen her people. She's alone, which is very sad, to be fair. Like, the scenario of this game is quite sad. It's a very good game. I highly advise you play it. It costs like 29 bucks, I think, on Steam, and it's very much worth it. It's made by a studio called Baby Robots. They're a Spanish team that have always stayed independent. So you know, it's a really cool piece of game that everyone should try and play through. It also has a lot of Easter eggs, which is another cool thing. So yeah, if you see a company that has this kind of slogan, it's a cult. You know, it's a cult. You know it. These are Sims, by the way. The robots, symbionts, they're called, I think. And they are our only real enemy in this game. There's also like humans, but humans don't really do anything except for running from us. So you know, don't worry about humans. That was really bad. Sprint hopping is really like fast, but you need to be running before you're. Oh no! Oh no! By mistake, I got a glitch by mistake. That's okay. It happens. I didn't want to get this. There's a glitch that we can do, and you'll see like further in the run. It's called vent clipping, and by mistake I got it. I didn't want to. Anyways, this is the end of the tutorial. Not as fast as my previous run, but you know, it is what it is. That's still decent first chapter. Oh. Since this is New Game Plus, we need to go back to the chapter menu after each chapter is completed. So this is why you see the menu come up every time. A little side note for people who want to run this game. Currently, it might be fixed in the future, but if you want to skip cutscenes, you need to make sure before pressing space that you are not pressing any other key, otherwise it will not work.
This'll work. I should get back to the pilot.
In terms of lore, we have escaped the Citadel of Light, and we crashed. And this is Mira. She's our friend, and she saved us. And she is she's part of like an elite terrorist group called the Forgotten Sons. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to spoil you guys. This is a game that's hella fun to play through. Also has a very cool lore, so you know, definitely go through it. Here you saw our first instance of quote-unquote hacking, which means sometimes there's actual hacking, but this is just putting a knife in an electricity panel, which it works. It works. We don't judge. This game is the definition of a stealth game, kind of like origami, in which this is you don't have a health bar. You get caught, you die. You're done. You cannot fight with the Sims. You can run away from them. You can blind them. You can do a bunch of stuff, but you cannot kill them or anything like that. Even when we stab them, which we'll see a few times in the run, they can be healed by their compatriots.
Must be something worthwhile to risk getting sand in their circuits.
Here we're gonna get to a little skip section, which is pretty cool. Whoop. I went the wrong way, that's fine. So here we are going to skip around 20 seconds of walking by just going up this hole and avoiding to go the hallway here. This is a good example of a difference between first and second seed. When you're on the first try, you will get certain enemy pattern, and when you're on second try, you get a different enemy pattern. Not in that they will actually change the way they move, but in that they will start their enemy like routing at different points of the routes. Which is really important, because sometimes it might be faster to just reload checkpoints to get preferential placement. I'm gonna try to skip once. There's an even faster version than this, but I don't know it, so I'm not gonna try it. We can skip running around if I'm good enough, which might not happen, but you know what, that's how it is. Am I going here? Yep, alright, that's good. So this skips around 15 seconds.
I've lived in cities my whole life.
Instead of going all the way over there and triggering a cutscene and then coming back.
Ancient. Vast.
Alright, let's hope we get Van Skip event clip the first time around too. Because we did this run a few times already, and we had a really good run. But then what we thought was what we thought was a cool strat ended up being a soft lock, which is very interesting.
It's no longer functioning. It was destroyed. Gasp of shock.
Also, the Sims are really funny. They're like supposedly like humans, quote unquote. There's actually an interesting spiel later in the game where Sims complain because they installed an empathy protocol chip and they start to feel emotions, and they're like, emotions are not nice, I don't want them, which is really funny.
A locked door is no match for the intrepid Ayana. Yeah, no, sorry, I was trying out a more epic adventure tone. I'll find it out later.
This platforming, by the way, is trickier than it looks. Mainly because I'm on keyboard and mouse, and the way the controls work,
Right, but
like on the walls, is kind of weird. It's like kind of like absolute. Anyways, I'm gonna focus on this.
Not built by Helios.
This is the first vent clip.
Like the unseen edges of a dream.
Come on. So we're abusing the fact that you can jump inside of vents, which you're not supposed to be able to do, and basically like getting ourselves stuck. Oh my god, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna try it a few times. I had that and I messed it up. I had it so easily earlier. Nope. There's two variants you can have this on, and I'm messing both, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna try it like 2 or 3 more times. Might be because I'm streaming. Okay, I got it. That's fine. I'm done with that. That's okay. Anyways, so what's happening is that we are abusing the fact that we can jump inside the vents even though we shouldn't be able to, and we're getting stuck into the like jumping state, and the game gets confused, and if you hit a seam, because the vents are not like one continuous mesh, there's seams between the different parts of the vent. If you hit that seam fast enough, you will drop through, which is cool. At least that's my theory, because it's not 100%. The developers of these games are really cool. I knew them from another game, a smaller game that they did on itch.io called Atlas Fate. That was basically exactly this game, but just a tech demo. That's also good. And it's gonna be my submission as an incentive for this game is doing the first game that they did. The speedrun is around 3-4 minutes long, so it's a really cool thing.
Time to call the Forgotten Sons.
But yeah, so I knew them from here, and that's when I saw the game that's coming out. I couldn't help but grab it then, because back then they were also very nice. They were also very cool with speedrunning. They also told us that they didn't intend to patch anything speedrunning related that didn't, cause issues with the casual experience of the, game experience. That was bad. I've never done that. I was too fast. That's okay though, I hit the checkpoint. That's fine. So that's what happens when you get noticed by a hawk. The hawks are the snipers. And as you can see, this game doesn't have a health bar system. If you get noticed and you get caught by whichever way, it can be snipers, can be a grenade, or it can be being physically caught, you are dead. There's no second chances, there's no... Well, there is second chances with some things, but the goal of the game is being unforgiving as possible when you get noticed. You have to be stealthy, as stealthy as possible. This is Seth. Seth is our friend. He's the leader of the terrorist group, the Forgotten Sons.
I have something.
And he gives us the sleek suit that we are now wearing. So you know, that's cool. So normally, if things were perfect, I would have shown you a cool new skip that we found yesterday that would have allowed us to save a lot of time, like around like a minute over the previous route we did. But turns out this route leads into a soft lock, so we're not going to do this. Sadly, it is not something we can do. We're still going to skip a bunch of things, but it's going to be a bit slower and has a beginning point which is slightly more annoying to reach.
Seth, I'm inside the windmill. What am I looking for?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is
What are you hiding, Helios?
wedge ourselves here, get ported outside of the map, and we are just gonna run alongside the edge of the map. Here is the dangerous part. Come on. Okay. Alright, and now we're gonna jump here. And this is the annoying part. Alright, got it first try, perfect.
Okay.
So we clipped back inbounds, we unlock the objective here. And now we're gonna have to clip back inbounds too, because this, which should be open, is closed. So we're gonna go, oh, far enough. I didn't go far enough, that's okay. We're gonna go far enough here. Come on. Oh, that's okay though. Okay, I can do this. Come on. What the? So as you can see, that's what I was talking about with controls on the walls being strange. It's that these controls are like kind of absolute in their position. It's strange. It's very strange. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go on top of this, and I'm gonna clip back in here, and that's more than enough. Come on. Alright, I got the checkpoint, that's all that matters. That was slow, it's okay. There's probably a way to make this very fast, but I currently don't know it. Oh, come on. I had it. That's okay. At least you see what a run can do when it goes, like, not really good. So when you get noticed, it's not always the end, but it can be.
I discovered what the Enlightened were doing here.
I take it the news was
Alright,
not
so
good.
after this problem, that was windmill, it
I'll
happens.
think.
We are going to Noah's workshop. Come on. Having a few issues. Alright, I'm good. Alright, so this is separated into 3 parts. Basically what's happening is that Seth is telling us we'll help you as long as you help us. You know, it's tit for tat, basically. And so what we are currently doing is helping the Forgotten Sons around this area. So the first part was figuring out what the hell was happening in that central windmill farm. Second part is figuring out what happened to a research cell from the terrorist group. And third part is going to be investigating a downed spaceship.
Hey, Noah, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Why were you...
This might not have seemed like a skip, but it is a skip. It skips actually quite a bit of running around, which is pretty cool.
There's no trace of your people.
Did you recover the research at least?
Yeah, they found another echo outside the city in a location codenamed...
Oh,
Then we may both find more answers there. Stay safe, Ayana.
alright. I apologize for the space key spamming, but that's necessary for sprint hopping to go fast. It's also one of the reasons why we just do sprint hopping as often as possible. Is that to do like shadow dashing, you need to be in shadows, and staying in the shadows all the time can be quite slow. It will be important later on, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I have it. Okay, I'm in.
Any resistance?
Not so far. It definitely feels off.
Indeed. Stay vigilant.
Alright, so in this spaceship we need to access the bridge. And no, it's totally not a trap. That there's no enemies. Definitely not a trap. Not a trap. Don't worry about it. There's no traps here.
All right, the main.
It's just truth seeking. Yes. We're gonna find the truth. I'm actually gonna show you a fun strat from this.
Set. I got in.
It's not the fastest strat, but it's really cool. We're just gonna run here. I'm gonna climb here. Alright, now we're out of bounds. And now we are out of the ship. Alright. This is very dangerous. I'm just gonna reload the checkpoint, it's fine. And so, an interesting quirk of this game is that you can hit checkpoints even if you're being chased by like a ton of robots. And when you reload the checkpoints, you are not being chased by the robots anymore, which is very, very handy. I'm just going to do this route, mainly because there was an enemy that was looking right at me. That was actually a very good spaceship. Doing the out of bounds first try is... It might not be faster than normal routes, but it is definitely fast.
Found me.
This is precisely why I warned you.
You're not hearing me. She's alive in the system. That is information that can help us.
So what Ayana is talking about right now is nascent. Nascent is the AI that governs
Once you are done out
Helios,
there, come back to HQ.
and what we know
Which is concerning.
is that Nascent is
Okay.
normally a carbon copy of the consciousness of the founder of Helios. So, you know, she's supposedly a very smart woman. Anyways, we're finally back here. We did our whole wraparound. And now we can go to the totally not suspicious terrorist lair. Like, totally not spottable from the other side of the valley. Don't worry about it, it all makes sense. We didn't do any of the secondary objectives, so we're not going to get the catalyzer, but we don't need it.
Glad to see
And chapter 3 done. I was very good chapter 3 actually. Damn, that was pretty cool. we didn't get an S because we got an alert and everything. We're gonna do Silent City now. Silent City is a level that I broke personally, completely, which is very cool.
Okay, I'm in the city.
Be careful. I will
So
contact you
if we do things correctly, we're gonna get to the from the beginning to the
course it's
end
locked.
in
Now what?
exactly 4 minutes. It might even be faster. There's a new strat here that was published yesterday. I didn't take the time to learn it, so I apologize for the person that
I should be
released
able
that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, jump on this roof. This is tougher than it looks. It's actually a very close setup. Alright, so now we're out of bounds, but we're not out of bounds enough. We need to get on top of this roof, which again is harder than it looks, but we got it very fast, so I'm really happy about that. Alright. So this skipped the entire first part of this level.
Set, I've made it to the edge of the city.
Good. We need a win right now.
And now we're gonna skip the second part.
You said you remember nothing before the
And the
explosion,
third part.
So who are you?
Now there is a question.
This is a strange setup, by the way.
Definitely human.
You sit here, get on top of this pole,
Sorry, that is not what you
fall here,
It's just
and now we are out of bounds. This was the hardest part of this entire segment, so this is good that we got it fast. But we can still fail, so let's not do that. Yep. Alright, so this jump is fairly annoying. Alright, we got it. And now we are right at the end of the level. We are still gonna need to do a small puzzle section. The first battery puzzles. So batteries are interesting because they're an object that you need to like do complete puzzles, and you cannot bring them with you in the shadows. So whenever you shadow merge, they just drop to the floor. So you need to find second time this has happened. This is bad. I'm losing 10 seconds or nothing. This is me jumping too much. Yeah, that's okay. And this is the end of chapter 4.
Ayana, come in.
set.
2:32. Damn, that was fast. That was fast. I love it. This is my fastest time for this game. For this chapter. This is really good. So this is definitely gonna PB, but you know. It's also still early days in this route. We have a few runners in this game, which is cool. But we definitely would love more and more runners.
Ayana,
So payback. Payback is a cool mission. It's a prison, a prison, and we are not gonna do the prison stuff at all. I'm just gonna go here, go here. So we are skipping through the entire plot point of this, which is saving Mira, because you know she's a boss girl. She doesn't need to saving. We're just gonna go through the
Mira
end.
is here. I'll send a message to Noah by codec. Before they moved her, she decoded the force field.
So normally we would here need to go to the left
I can sense you, Ayana.
to free Mira. We're not gonna do that. We are going to wedge ourselves here. Clip through. Come on. Why can't I see anything here? Here, yeah, alright. And then we're gonna jump here, climb this. Right. And now we're gonna jump here. Come on. Reload this checkpoint. And now we have skipped saving Mira. We cannot skip this wing because there's no checkpoint to reach from out of bounds. Otherwise, it would be possible. Just gonna do this. So one of the advantages of doing this run, this game has a morality system. Since we skip everything, we are considered non-lethal. And one of the advantages of being non-lethal is that most humans, not all of them, but most humans, will not report you. And, you know, they will say, we stand with you forever. And this is really useful because it means that they don't run away from you and you don't get stupid alerts, basically. And with that, we're already almost done with chapter 5. We are barreling for this game.
Did they promise me?
Chapter 6 is one of the longer ones with chapter 3. Mainly because there's the first part that is going to take a long time. But that's okay, it happens. You'll see why. Again, another echo. These, by the way, look wonderful. This lore is really cool. I won't spoil anything from this point on because this is definitely the most interesting parts of this game. Well, one of the most interesting parts. Alright, chapter 6. So, chapter 6 begins with Ayana trying out cosplay. So we are going to cosplay as a Helios employee. Employee 15437, 15447.
Mira, I'm at the complex.
But yeah, as you can see, we are employee 15447.
Blend in as a Helios zombie. Find set before they take him to the ziggurat.
You got it, worker 15447.
15447, yeah. So that's our job. We are trying to go to work. Don't get in my way, dude. No. Okay, good. That saved half a second. Totally saved half a second. And the robots are really annoying because we forgot our key card, and so they refuse to give us a way in. We're gonna talk to 1542. 1542 tells us to go see Mika. Balcony Mika, she tells us. Balcony Mika is standing on the balcony. Figures. He tells us that he left his bag with I missed the cycle, that's okay. With Irena, yeah. And Irena tells us that she left the bag with Pinkman. He's actually called Pinkman. It's not just that he got dumped in pink paint. He's actually called Hector Pinkman. So you know that's always interesting. And Pinkman tells us that he burned the bag, but that he got the ID card. And now we're gonna talk to Joseph. So everyone gets ready to say hi to Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Joseph lets us pass because he's a gentleman, and we get the card. And now we can get to work. But, you know, Ayana isn't really into cosplay anymore, so we're done. We're just running through now. So, thankfully, this guy Doesn't have a light, which makes running around him really easy. We're gonna do a little skip here by just standing here and getting here. Now we are slightly out of bounds, and we're just gonna go on top of the level, which is really handy.
I shouldn't stray too far.
That's normal, by the way, don't worry about it. And we don't worry about the alerts, because once we get on the other side of this fence, we're safe. So, we're supposed to go save Set, but that was captured from, inside of cutscene that you didn't see, that's fine. But turns out that we need to figure out who Set is, because it's not really clear. It's like, we need to know the truth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and get to an echo that Helios doesn't know about. But for that, we need to do a whole wraparound.
Mira, I'm sorry. I have something I need to find first.
Something more important than Set?
I'm sorry, Mira.
The bridge is down.
Yes, it's more important than Set. And there, I said it. So if we go fast enough, we can just run past this robot.
There's the control building.
We're gonna take the exterior for this route. It's by far the safest. It might not be the fastest. More tests are needed for that, but I doubt that it's that slow. Mainly because there's this robot here. That could be really annoying if you try to go through another part, another axis. So here we're gonna restart the drones. Yes, they are drones. This is the future. This is Amazon drone services. You know it. This is how it's gonna end. With Amazon controlling the sun.
I need answers.
This is the
I
dark
was
tale of the future.
You are the last. The last that breathes.
I'm not gonna tell you who 9 is, because it's
Something else
interesting to figure it out on your own.
that the Echo does.
Here we have to wait. It's just just chilling, just chilling.
You were very close. I told them so many of our secrets.
Come on, come. Why?
But I never gave them the means
Sometimes
to find
it's
our
weird.
echoes.
I'll make my way in.
So you have an indicator, bottom. This is intended alert, by the way, is to get this robot out of the way. Anyways, what I was saying is that we have an indicator when we're in shadow, wherever we're standing or crouched, but sometimes it can be easy to, lose track. Here we're just gonna straight up go out of bounds, because this is a puzzle area and we don't really like puzzle. We don't really care for them. It's just something, speedrunners and puzzles, man, it's not really a good mix. Much prefer to go fast. But we're gonna skip this entire puzzle section, pretty much, if we don't do any mistakes at least. Ooh, I got it. Nope. That was almost bad. Because I need to go here. Wait for it to recharge a bit. Go here. And now we can go on the exterior. Here.
Did we hide down here when they came?
The temples are much, much older than Helios.
Then perhaps it
We're
was
already
always
almost at the end of this entire section,
preserve
so
our history, our knowledge,
as you can see, it goes really
our
fast.
legacy.
Alright. And we're just gonna fall into the end section of this place. And into the basically the end trigger. And this is the last echo that we're gonna figure out.
I have nothing to hide. I only wanted to serve our people. Any Ereban would do the same.
This game, you don't listen to it because I talk a lot, but this game has very good voice acting. It also has a great soundtrack, so that's really cool. And yeah, it's like honestly for a fully independent team, this game is incredibly like incredible. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get what I want to say, but it's fine. It's like impressive. It's like outstanding of an achievement, honestly. So yeah, thank you, Baby Robots. Really cool company. Really cool devs. They listen to us a lot. They are currently working on making a hard mode for this game, which would be really cool for like challenge runs, you know, like full ghosts, never getting noticed. It would be super fun. So yeah, I hope it gets
Really amped
done
up
with this
security.
mode soon, because it's gonna be great. Nope, you don't see me. Nope, you don't see me either. Come on. Oh, it's pretty bad. That's okay. It's okay, I'm already at the end. Oh yeah, great. Okay, we're on track for a banger PB. That's cool. All right, chapter 7 called The Truth. We're gonna learn about the truth. That's pretty much it. I can't really say anything else from that. It has this difficult skip at the beginning. Hope I get it first try, otherwise it can lose a bit of time. But it is like definitely worth it. I'm gonna take the checkpoint. We're gonna climb this, go here, and then... Nope! That's what I wanted to avoid. We want to get out of bounds from this area, which can be pretty annoying. Come on. Come on. Alright. Now as we're out of bounds, we are going to skip a big part of the beginning of his stage. Nope. Oh, it's really good, really bad. That's okay. We're gonna save it. Come on. Why are you like that? Oh man, that's bad. That's really bad. That's actually more worth it to just restart. Navigating out of bounds in this game, just like in most Unity games, for people who have experience with that, is actually like really like complicated. Oh, I got a warp. Okay, so that's another thing you can get when you get stuck inside of a mesh. Sometimes the game will warp you in a different part of the level. No, I had it. Oh. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose this run over this, which would suck. Why don't I get it? It's really annoying. You don't have any like real visibility over what you're doing, which is always second warp. I've never got this warp before too, so we're gonna get this. Otherwise, I'll do the normal route, but the normal route is really slow. Come on, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. This is one of the first like big skips I found, and obviously it's like the worst. Like, there's also a way to like get on top of these beams, but I don't know why. It's harder than it looks. I know it's the second time I say this, I think. Like you don't really know where you are basically, which makes the whole experience like pretty bad. I think normally if I do this, no, I don't do this, I guess. All right, I'm gonna try it a few more times, and I'll do the normal route. It's fine if it's not a PB, but. Can't believe I'm losing the run to this. Wow. I'm surprised by how much I'm struggling. I haven't struggled on this one for a bit. You know, it's the reality of doing like out of bounds stuff like this. Is like sometimes it works and sometimes it just doesn't. Come on, one last try, and then I'll just do the normal way around. Too bad. One last try, because this one doesn't count, because for some reason I lost shadow mode. I don't know. It can also happen, but nah. I need to find a better skip for this part. No, no. Why are you like this? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do the normal way. It's fine. So at least you see the backup. So the normal way is doing this whole puzzle here normally.
I'm here, Mira.
About Helios's plan to lead
Like if you do this skip first try, probably skip it saves around like
Well, 9 said 100.
2 minutes, I think. But since I just lost 2 minutes.
So there's still time, right? To find another way?
I hope so. I hope so. But it starts with stopping Helios.
Ayana, I can feel you close.
Set? Is that you? Where are you?
In the gap between being and nothingness. They
So
show
yeah,
me
the
way.
scenario is getting
Now,
like very heavy right now.
Helios? Don't listen to them. Whatever they say, resist.
But what if they are the only ones who see the truth?
Hold on, Set. I'm coming.
I'm just gonna take the rest here.
Mira, I found him. I found
Okay,
Set.
you can do this in one try.
Through the
I just
Ereban just as
I
said.
mismanaged my energy, which is a big part of doing this run, especially glitchless.
This
Is
doesn't get any less weird.
does this go? I think this goes. Yep, it's okay. So if we did the skip first try, we would get to this room on top of this very fast. But, you know, you can't always do everything perfectly. That's fine. I'll probably put my estimate for this run at around an hour. This might be too early, but I'm gonna try it. No, I'm good. I was close though. So yeah, I would basically spawn in this room. This puzzle is kind of easy once you realize you just need to have the first timing correct, and then the others just fall into place. Anyways, it happens. We're almost at the end of the run too, so it's not like big mistakes like this can derail the run. I'm not gonna re-record this just for this, so. This can be annoying sometimes. Just gonna wait for these. Alright. This might still PB, but it's gonna be a bad PB. So this is a whole like lever puzzle and a battery puzzle. And we're only gonna use the battery for two of its intended purposes. Because for the last one we found a skip, which is rather useful. So here we dropped it on the elevator, and now we're bringing the elevator to us. I'm gonna use this. That way the light doesn't block us from going down there anymore.
So this guarantees me a spot, right? On the, you know.
Oop, forgot about the battery. You only have one battery for the whole puzzle, so you need to figure out how to get around. This is, yeah, I'm forced to do that, which kinda sucks. Come on, just look the other way. Why are you being annoying? So the Hawks, the way Hawk vision works is that their laser switches place, basically. Yeah. So now I can just pick the... This was a really bad timing, but it happens. You also don't want the battery to fall, because if that happens, it respawns at the beginning of the area.
What are we doing with that forgotten son? He looks important.
Oh yeah. This is the only puzzle area so far that we haven't found a skip for. Might be possible from the first... That was bad. It might be possible from the first area we found to like skip everything. But as we said before, it's kind of hard to navigate the out of bounds, so yeah.
I can feel their tendrils weaving through my mind.
So for the third one,
Is this the Ereban?
you're supposed to do like a
The
a
Ereban.
game of
Set, stay with me.
batteries. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna
Set.
climb
I can't
this.
sense you anymore. Set. No, he can't be dead. They need him too much.
And we're done. All the levers are in. Alright, and with that we are pretty much done with chapter 7.
I'll stop you healers.
Again, it sucks that I couldn't show you the full like Ereban section.
How could someone so focused be
But
so
it
misguided?
happens.
I can't sense Set. Is he dead?
No, but he is set no.
Alright, chapter 7. Yeah. Might PB, but if it does, it's not gonna be by much. That's okay. Oh, I could have... That's okay. I forget that I never finished that one. Alright, chapter 8. There's a big skip for the first part of the chapter. And a small skip at the end. We hope we get both skips first try.
It was great knowing us.
Okay. Alright, so far, yep, that worked well. First try van skip. It's not as easy as it looks. It's a lot on the timing you have. Gonna jump here. A bit of a blind trust. Oh, come on. It's also hard to stay on these walls. Oh no, that's not enough energy. Right. I'm gonna climb this. Move here. Alright. Climb this wall. Jump on this invisible wall that for some reason exists. Why? No idea. Drop here.
I should stay in the
And yep. And this is one big skip that allows you to avoid a bunch of nastiness. Alright, we're good. Okay. Now we're gonna do this in 2 tries. What? Oh, it's almost very bad. I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. Yep.
Warning, this area is unstable.
Come on.
Ayana, you came. Do you understand now the great purpose of Helios? What did I reveal about their part of this?
But again, I'm not gonna spoil you the story. You can go and find out by playing the game yourself. But it is a fun story with a lot of
And 9
twists,
sacrificed them. I know
which is
this.
really cool.
You did not. We came to them in the beginning, asking them to stop. We did not want this bloodshed.
Okay, we're almost at the end.
Needs activating. There should be levers somewhere. Looks like 2.
Thank you, Mira. You're a lifesaver.
Billions of years left in Kemri. But each minute.
Ooh. So this is a skip to get to the end. It is very inconsistent.
Billions of years left in Kemri.
It also doesn't save. It also doesn't save that much time. So I'm going to go for it a few times.
Billions of years left.
Yep, got it. Good. Okay. Alright, now there's a lot of
Ereban were willing to let everyone die.
and time.
Destroy the Echo Network. Our legacy.
Okay, that's still a PB. That's not bad. I'm gonna skip everything
The Arab
because I don't want you guys to know the story. But yeah, that was a fairly good run. So Ereban, you know, very cool skill expression game. A bunch of cool skips. It's also a very cool developer that I want to, you know, showcase. If you want to try this game, definitely do. It's really cool. And yes, thank you for watching this submission to ESA, and I hope this gets in.